Today, no place on Earth is immune from the effects of climate change. As the world awaits strong actions from our leaders, pioneering solutions are being embraced around the globe.
When you live in a rural or regional community, you really see the impact of climate change in your everyday life. You notice it in the landscape, you notice it with the cattle, with the livestock, with how much hay there is for them, with how much water is in the dam. Our community is acutely aware of the impacts of climate change. They see it every day.
I got the ideas to initiate the Hepburn Wind Farm from watching how wind technology was developed and embraced by communities in Denmark. So I went around in the community and talked to people who were doing progressive things in their own ways and said, hey, do you want to be part of developing a community-owned wind farm in Dalsford? And there was no resistance. Everybody said, yep. We invited the community, and I think the first meeting, 350 people turned up.
So after Peer brought the community together to the point where they decided they wanted to go ahead with the project, we had to get serious and incorporate. We didn't know when we started off that we were the first in the country to do it.
What we really wanted to do was have an appropriately scaled wind farm, so enough energy to power the local area essentially. So each turbine generates enough for around 1,100 homes, so about 2,200 homes in total, which is more than enough for our surrounding area. Before this wind farm was built, our local area was importing electricity from 400 kilometres away in the Latrobe Valley, where there's coal-fired power plants. But now most of our area is powered by us most of the time.
Well, as far as a wind farm's concerned, it's very small. But for an individual, it's a huge project. It took 2,000 members in our community to build this project. When we started, in Australia there is an active anti-wind lobby. It's not big, but it's quite outspoken, and it was certainly given a platform a very recent government. But really, there's such overwhelming support for renewable energy. People love the idea of just capturing what we have in this community. We're farming the wind. This hill that we're on is potatoes and cattle, and now it's potatoes, cattle and wind. It took us about 5 years to get the project up and going, another couple of years to raise the money and then build it, and for the last 4 years they've been sitting proudly up on our hill as both a symbol of what a community can do when they put their minds to something, but also a very tangible response to the threat of climate change.
Having the two turbines, Gale and Gusto, here helps people to feel like they're making an impact in regards to climate change, that they're making a contribution on a personal level to help the situation.
The community really got that this is something we can do, and we are doing it. We as a community can develop this wind farm without governments, without politics. We can do this ourselves.
Solutions are at hand. The time for action is now. The world is watching.